Hey guys, we did some videos here a while back talking about how to pack a first aid kit, what you should put in it in the field, the balancing major medical problems with minor medical problems and not overloading your kit. Well, today we're going to go into depth about what it really means, first aid versus trauma. We're going to talk about that for just a few minutes, starting now. What's up, guys? It's Mark, Beach Bluff Outdoors. We talked here a while back about putting together a first aid kit and balancing everything you need for every situation. You know, I told you, you can't do it. You can't do it, okay? What you can do is try to be prepared for a reasonable amount of incidents. Okay, meaning a little bit of trauma and a lot of first aid, because first aid is mainly what you're going to do. And first, I want to talk about that more than anything. I get this question a lot. I get a lot of messages about it, about first aid and trauma. Well, trauma is first aid. Well, when we're talking about first aid, we're talking about non-emergency response. Okay, what we're talking about is a Band-Aid. Maybe a wound dressing, you know, it could be a pretty bad cut, but basically non-life threatening. Okay, trauma, when we talk about trauma, specifically what we're talking about is very serious injuries, traumatic injuries, gunshots, very high falls, anything that does a lot of damage, possibly to multiple systems of the body. Trauma and first aid, in context of this and how we pack, are two very different things. Okay, trauma, we've talked about this. A cage gauze, an Israeli bandage, a tourniquet. This is immediate life-threatening stuff. Stuff that's going to kill you right now if we don't deal with it. First aid, that's the stuff like your knife slips while you're dressing a deer. You get a bad cut, you can put an ABD pad and some Kerlix. We might need to go to the emergency room and get a few stitches, but right now, what's going to kill us right now, that, you know, this isn't that serious. So when you're making a first aid kit for the field, as I've said, I promote the first aid kits. Just a regular kit, Band-Aids. You know, we've looked into this kit. A lot of bandages, you know, alcohol, tape, ABD pads, Kerlix, bleeding control, you know, things to stabilize fairly minor injuries. Trauma, about these kits. These are gunshot kits, more or less, stabbing. So, tourniquet. So guys, you can calm down, you stop messaging me, okay? First aid and trauma, just very different things. This is my full field first aid kit. This has stuff for my dogs. This can treat just about any kind of injury you can think of. I carry wound cleaner, burn gel. Trying to see what all's in here. You know, we talked about this. A SAM splint. This is for your serious stuff. You don't need to carry all this, guys. You just don't. A little bottle of normal saline for a wound rinse. But for the most part, what you need is Band-Aids, wound dressings, stuff you can do in the field and get out and, you know, get to a hospital. So don't confuse when we talk about first aid versus trauma. I just wanted to clear that up. We're talking about two very different things. First aid, immediate, non-emergency, non-life-threatening. Trauma, severe, life-threatening, pretty serious stuff. All right, I hope this helps. I hope this clears up a little bit of the confusion when we do videos on first aid and what first aid means and what we mean by first aid. First aid, trauma. Trauma kit, there's the shooting, the puncture kit, and major wound control. All right? So don't forget to click the subscribe button. Click the bell to get all the notifications on our future videos. And guys, we love talking to y'all. We love helping y'all. And we hope maybe you picked up a couple things here, and this will help you decide how to load your kits and what you need for your particular environment. Let me throw in right here at the end, remember to load your kit for where you're headed. If you're backpacking in, if you're somewhere, you know, where you're just across the field from your truck. Very different in what all you're going to carry and how much stuff you're going to need to carry. All right? My kit, when I'm out backpacking, we also carry moleskin. It's just this stuff right here. It is great for blisters on your feet. Very important if you're backpacking, if you're going to be trekking for 2 or 3 days. Mission specific loadout. Remember, that's our thing. Mission specific loadout. Loadout for the exact mission you're going to tackle. All right? So subscribe, click the notifications. As always, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for keeping up with us, following our channel. I'm stuttering today. I've been cutting firewood all day, working on the farm. But I really appreciate everyone's support, and we love you guys. We'll catch you in the next video.